Thank you for staying with us this morning on Good Morning Abuja. Well, you already know that Christmas is around the corner in just a few days. So this morning I have with me in the studio the founder, CEO for Simon Life Foundation, Ms. Sarah Achonwa. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
She will be taking us through Christmas planning and celebration. You look beautiful like a Christmas tree already.
Thank you. Like a Christmas tree. Yes.
It's good to have you here.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a privilege to be here.
So, in your opinion, how would you say that Christmas celebration has evolved over the years?
Okay, so if I'm saying over the years, I'm thinking about when we were children, when we grew up, and well, I'm still growing up. I'm not yet old. Yeah, but as a child, you remember, we would always want to remember that 25th, that the moment we have to wear Christmas dress. So for us as children, that was the priority. It was the Christmas dress. Every celebration, just make sure that there is a new dress that you're wearing. But as you grow and you begin to understand what life really is, you find out that Christmas is not just about the dressing. It's something that you must put in your mind that it's a season and not just for party, not just for us to go and find every party that is available, but it's a season where you put in your mind that giving is very important because that's actually what Christmas was. It was a gift given to us, and that's like the connotation of Christmas. So that now comes, so as we begin to grow and time evolves, a lot of us are beginning to realize that, okay, Christmas is basically a time to give. And, sometimes we say every other occasion, we give something about it. Okay, this is giving, but, everybody now realizes that, okay, Christmas, you find people sending hampers, you see them giving gifts. So this is my Christmas gift to you. So it has evolved into a giving season rather than just the Christmas dress that we want to wear and the Christmas parties. Yeah.
It's time to share and care.
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say is the core message of Christmas that should resonate in the minds and hearts of believers?
Okay, like I said in the earlier speech, I think and I believe that the core message of Christmas is giving. It's because Christmas was a gift. Gifts are things that you give, whether the person deserves it or not, you give. When you say, I want to give you a gift, I really don't know if you need that gift or you don't, but I just say, okay, this person, I want to give this person a gift. So for Christmas, for believers, it's important that we must keep in our minds that it's a season to give, to share, irrespective of who the person is, irrespective of what religion they are, irrespective of what their beliefs are. It's because when Christ was given to us, they did not consider us as, oh, they must be born again or they must be, it came for everybody. There was no condition. It came for everybody. So for me, I think that, and I believe strongly that Christmas in the minds of believers should be a time to give and share what you have. Of course, I'm not saying go and take your whole house and give it. Yes, but find people who sincerely just would appreciate in as little as a nylon of maybe fruits or something. It makes a lot of difference in people's minds. So yes, for me, that's one of the main focus of giving, and that's how you find out that people increase the level of joy. It will amaze you how giving can make you happier.
Yes.
Someone just gives you a gift
leaves you feeling
oh really?
fulfilled and
Thank you.
satisfied.
Yes, so I think that's one of the major importance and communication of Christmas. It should be a mindset of giving.
The Christmas story is a unique one. It's a very unique one. It's the story of our salvation and all of that. How would you say that the themes of love, peace, and hope manifest in that story?
Okay, so if we usually would call it the nativity story.
The nativity story.
And love, peace, and you see love, peace, and hope. Okay, yes. Let me start with hope.
Okay.
Hope is when you're not sure of something, but you believe it exists. I just know that I hope, for example, I tell myself, I hope you're going to dash me your phone. It's yours, but I'm
You're
hoping,
hoping.
I'm hoping. So there's no certainty there, but you are hoping for something. So it means that there's somewhere within you that doesn't lie in uncertainty. I know that I know that there's a possibility. So there's it's a sign of possibility. That's for hope. And that's one of the things that Christmas and the story of Christmas brings to us. When Christ came and the whole story, the three wise men, and
Yes.
it wasn't like they understood what it was, but they just knew that whatever it was this star we saw. It seemed hopeful. It seemed that there was something ahead for us. So they were looking forward to something that could make their lives better. They didn't know what it was, but they knew there was something better ahead. And so that's where hope comes in. And then you have joy and peace. The coming of Christ, or the birth of Christ, really brought a lot of joy. So because there had been the prophecy and the story of, oh, a savior would come
Come.
who will save the world. Everybody was already anticipating, please, who is the savior? Who is the savior? We are already in chaos. So when it was heard that Christ was born, it was like, okay, finally, the person that's going to save us. And mind you, remember he was just a baby. They didn't yet know what he was going to do, but to them, it just brought joy that finally this person that we've been expecting is here. And so and unconsciously, it transcends as the years and centuries move. You find out that people are really excited and are saying, okay, there's something here for us. There is, like we say, there is hope in this person that's truly, you and I don't know what he looks like, but there is some level of hope, and that hope is what births the joy. And I'm taking it that way. When you have joy, it is easier to have peace. Now you can't have peace if you don't have joy.
True.
Yes. So there was the hope that was given to us that birthed joy inside of us that now gives us peace.
Yes.
Yes, for Christmas.
Beautiful. When you visualize the nativity scene, that beautiful scene,
I always
born
want
in
to
a
create it.
manger, the king himself,
Yes.
born in a manger, and all of that, what comes to your mind? What are some of the values, that resonates in your mind when you visualize the nativity scene?
I'm going to take the example of the demonstration you just did now. And you use the word the king himself, born in the manger. One of the things that comes to my mind is humility. It's if you see that scene, you see a lot of grass. A manger was not a place where a child should be born. A manger was in quotes, in our own understanding now, where animals live. But then the king, the highest being for us then was born in that place, meaning irregardless of where it was. The idea was his coming was important. So he didn't need to find the biggest hotel. Or if you remember the story, Mary and Joseph kept running up and down looking
For an inn.
yes, and he didn't find, but it didn't matter because what God had planned for us was, I want you to understand that as much as he's the king of kings, he can still be born in a manger in the lowest of places. So it's humility that comes to my mind every time I just see it and I tell myself, Sarah, no matter where you are in this life, no matter what you become, you must always remember that the lowest of places is not too much for you to be. And that's one of the reasons why if you see me in a day-to-day life, you will wonder why I mingle with a couple of people and I'm like, it doesn't matter who they are. If Christ was born in a sheep's house, then why would I want to feel better than someone who is probably the security man or who is probably the house girl in the house? No, I just make everybody happy.
There is no need for all
Yes,
that pride.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so this season comes with a lot of festivities, merrymaking, people want to go places, tourism, and what have you. A lot of, I don't want to use the word chaos. How important is it for us to maintain the spiritual connotation and, the spiritual aspect of the Yuletide, Christmas,
Okay,
in the
so
midst of it all?
I'll first say that we're human beings. And no matter what we do, the human nature would play out. However, one of the things we must understand as human beings is that the spiritual controls the physical.
True.
Irrespective of your beliefs, the spiritual controls the physical. So, in the midst of having fun, in the midst of being excited, there must be a space in your mind that puts reference. So, for I tell people and I say it's not about how many times you go and pray or what you want to do. It's what's in your heart and what's in your mind. So, as you are doing this, you are saying to yourself, okay, I want to have fun, but I must keep in my mind that there is a divinity, there is a God that I must reference.
There's a reason for the
Yes.
season.
So if he did not think about me, the season won't be here. It was his thought of me and you that brought about this season because he thought about saving us. So that's why he's here. So I can't just say I want to have fun and forget the reason why the season itself exists. So yes.
Thank you so much. We will take a short break now. When we come back, Miss Sarah Achonwa has a final word for us. Please don't go away. All right, welcome back. It's still Good Morning Abuja, and we're here discussing the preparation and celebration of Christmas with Miss Sarah Achonwa. Now, you are a congregation leader, as a matter of fact, in the midst of every other busy thing that you do. How do you prepare the people who look up to you and follow you? How do you prepare them for the spiritual rejuvenation that should come with the celebration of Christmas and not just the merrymaking?
So first of all, I will first say about a congregational leader. I'm a leader in a congregation.
Okay.
Yes, so that I don't get people killing me by the time I step out of here. And irrespective of what role you take as a leader in this kind of season, we had talked about what the season is about. I tell people you live by example. So as a leader, you must have an understanding first of what the goal is. So because I have an understanding of what I want to see Christmas as, I have to exemplify it, and then people can say, okay, she's trying. This is one of the things she does. She's going to give. Everybody's excited. Okay, and if Sarah really gives, why can't we give? So that's one of the things. Like I keep talking about giving. And so for me, I deliberately make it a point of duty to give every opportunity I have. And people, when people see it, we are like signboards to people. When people see it, they follow easily. But if you don't do it, they don't even know what to follow. So that's one of the things that I do. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
You.
It's been exciting speaking with you. And I wish you a Merry Christmas in advance.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, what more can I say? What is Christmas without a little sharing, caring, and giving? It's the core of the season. You want to leave indelible marks of happiness in the minds of those that you encounter this Yuletide. Stay with us on Good Morning Abuja. When we come back after the break, there is a whole lot more. Welcome back. The festivities is usually laced with a lot of buying, a lot of shopping for accessories and other stuffs. At about this time, we're going to discuss market trends. I've been joined by an entrepreneur who will take us through market trends. Let's welcome my guest, Mrs. Philomena Udoema. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ma. Good morning to you.
Compliments of the season.
Best wishes.
You look beautiful like Christmas morning already.
Thank you, Ma.
All right, let's start by you telling us the need that you wanted to satisfy, the gap that you wanted to fill that made you to go into your line of business. You're into all kinds of hair extensions and accessories.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the need you wanted to satisfy?
Okay, as an individual, I was brought up by a single parent. That's my mom. And while at the university, she was able to, provide everything for me. So I saw the need for me to support. And when she gives me my school fee, I wouldn't have sufficient money for my own upkeep, buying of my clothes and all. So my kid sister and I started making hair. We actually never learned it from anywhere. It's just like because we go to school, we need to look good. So I braid her, she braids me. I braid her, she braids me. And as time went on, we started braiding for people in the neighborhood and they started paying us money. It made a lot of sense. It started helping us out to buy our own clothing from there. So as an individual, I believe that every young lady out there has a gift by God. God did not just create us, He has given us a gift. I see some people, like presently, I make my kids, make beads from the house. I make them try to knit clothes. Now they try to make their own hair because I have twins and they are both females. So I make them make their hair too. Because I saw how it helped myself and my sister over the years until we finished from the university. We don't pay money for hair anymore. So I see it as what every young lady out there can do. You don't need to go and, you don't need a lot of capital to start it because you all have a gift. A gift might not be the same, but talking about making beats, you just need a strand to pass something through. If you go to the market, they measure beats in a little quantity. So is hair. You just meet your mom, meet your sister, braid, and you will be filling a gap in the society. Each and every one of us can do something to fill in that vacuum, that need.
Tell me about your business models and how do you source your hair extensions?
Well, by God's own grace, I started very small. So after a little while, after I started having clients, and then I decided to use my phone to start searching on how to take good care of hair. Since at that point I didn't have a shop, it don't know me that I could revamp hair. So I bought good products and I will go meet some people that I know that have good hair. And then by the time they give it to me and I revamp it and they see the outcome is wow, the clientele starts increasing. That was how it all started. Then after my marriage, I decided, okay, that I was going to start up a hair business.
Wow, yours is a story of resilience and strength. They say looking good is good business. Do you agree? How important is it to always come out looking nice?
I totally agree. A lot of persons say um, the way you look is how you are dressed. I totally agree with that. And I feel that hair complements a lady's look.
Do you face any challenges, especially with keeping inventory, keeping records of your buying and selling and other logistics? What are the challenges that you face?
Yes, ma'am. I do face some challenges, especially at the initial stage. I wasn't able to take records. I just walk and I use it. I just spend it. But as time went on, with the help of my husband, he is an accountant by profession, though, yes, he's an accountant, though he's a minister of God. He taught me that I have to keep my business,
Bookkeeping.
yes, that I have to keep my business away from any other, my business account has to come different from any other expenses. So at this time, I try to segment them. I try to ensure that for everything I buy, I take in stock, and for everything that goes out, I take in stock. By so doing, I think I've done better. Following that track, I've done better.
Nice. So the business of hair extensions and accessories is wide, from one shop to another, from one market to another, one location to another. There are vendors everywhere.
That's true.
How do you ensure customer satisfaction? How do you keep your customers satisfied and coming back to you?
Well, that's because every single time we are able to, for every customer we have, we try so much to ensure that our work is unique. And with the uniqueness of our work, each time you see this thing, each time you turn around and you have this thing you have bought from us, you always want to come back. So personally, we just ensure that what we do, we print our cards and then we drop it inside what we inside our package. We pack it properly, and then when you give us a job, we try to satisfy our clients so that we can have them back again. So we have been blessed. We have clients all over. We have clients all over. Though we are just venturing, we are just trying our best to have a walking store in Abuja because our walking store is mainly and mostly in Akwa Ibom State.
Wow, nice. How do you keep up with the trends? Today there's this one, the next day there's another new hair and trends everywhere. How do you make sure that you browse the latest hairs and keep updated in the business?
Yeah, day in and out, we try to stay on YouTube. We try to stay up and searching the media, seeing what is on, what is trendy, and by so doing, we try to meet up too. Because day in and out, fashion will change. So we just try our best to go into the internet, check what is in vogue, and then try to order it, advertise it also. With so doing, God has been faithful.
Some women buy hair, very expensive hair, but after a few months, it goes all looking all old. And what is the proper way to relate and care for your hair?
First, you have to understand the nature of the hair you bought. If your hair is not 100% human hairs, anything hits, just stay away from it. Don't try to flatten a hair that is not 100%. Maybe you're taking a hair blend and you want to, use a flattening machine, you will destroy the hair. But if you're having a coily hair, I need you to understand that you won't be using the same product for a straight hair on a coily hair, and you won't be using the same products that you should have used on a bouncing hair on a straight hair. You will be damaging your hair. So if you have a hair, talk to your hair vendor to be able to educate you on what to use. The right comb, the right brush matters, and the right hair product matters. But by the time you breach them, by the time you choose to use just anything you have, you'll be destroying the hair. Some people have beautiful hair actually, but they just decide to take care of this hair. So in trying to revamp it, they use hot water and destroy their hair just because they've been able to read through. Maybe the back of the hair says use lukewarm water. You use and you don't understand the temperature, you damage your beautiful hair. So those over the years and some sort of temperature, you need to know where you keep your hair, how to keep it. It also matters. If you keep your bouncing hair carelessly, it will go bad. If you keep your straight hair in a place that it's curvy, it will go bad. So you need to know what is applicable to or it's best for your hair. Depending on the hair you have to make findings on the products to use to care for those hair.
Interesting. I'm learning as well. Now, for someone who wants to start this line of business, what is the financial implication? Like you said, it's not a business that you need a whole lot of money for. Advise us in case somebody listening out there would wish to take up a business in hair and accessories.
Trust me, like I did say, you don't need so much to start a hair business. It all depends. If you decide to go into luxury hair at once, that's when you'll be going for plenty of money. But then you want to have it also depends on your audience. It also depends on those you want to attract. But I would always say start small so that you have plenty people you're able to reach out to a lot of people, to students also. The hair that you can afford, a student might not be able to afford because the student want to leave something in the pocket to be able to care for him or herself. So if you start your business with hair blend, with 200,000 naira, you'll be able to have plenty and you might be making maybe double of it, like another 200,000 naira. By the time you now make double, then as on you going back, you won't be buying the same quantity, or you might be adding accessories by the next trip. That is it. And by the time you resell again, you have double. So do not just rush into investing into luxury hair because this luxury hair they are being sold with using dollars. So by the time the exchange rate with the state of the economy now, you now end up buying a little package like this for over 1 million. But if you use this 200,000 naira for hair blend, it may be 15,000 naira for the hair, 10,000 naira. You come here, you resell. If a lady dresses very well with a hair blend, no one knows that's a hair blend, especially the men. The men cannot detect that this is a hair blend. It's the ladies it's we the ladies that are killing ourselves. We detect the hair. So, so you just need to look good.
The festivity is almost here. Christmas is around the corner and it's a time to look good and be fashionable. Educate us on a little bit of fashion and accessorizing. They say when you're wearing an off-shoulder dress, you wear this kind of hair. When you're wearing a full boo gown, you wear this kind of hair. when you're wearing a trouser, use this kind of accessories. Educate us a little bit so that we come out looking good this Christmas.
Okay, I would like to say that normally when you're wearing an official outfit, you're going out there and maybe you're looking all good, all glowing on a Monday morning, then you need to know that you don't need to come with your beautiful, flowing, bouncing curls. Just a pony is beautiful, a pony hair, well packed, maybe something small, just look good and you stand out. It's when you're going, even when you're going for a dinner. Yes, you're coming, your dresses are flowing and you're looking all beautiful. But because it's a dinner night or it's a dinner party, you have to know that the hair has to be properly kept. You don't need to come with your hair dangling all over because you might drop a hair in that plate of food mistakenly, definitely not intentionally. But if you're going for a party and you want to showcase yourself, fine, then come looking all luxury. Come show us your beauty. Come show us your money, your hair. You know, your hair these days. I think hair now is gold. Yes, it's an investment. It's gold. It's a long-term investment now. So,
can it be recycled?
Yes, it can. It can. Your hair, most ladies, if you go into their wardrobe, they have beautiful hair, they have abandoned. If you take it out there, take to a stylist and they will revamp this hair for you. This period, dollar is expensive. You mustn't go buy new hair. You mustn't go tight, clearing your account just to get a hair. You can open your wardrobe, get those hair out and go and revamp it. Trust me, with the right treatment, you will have those hair come back again. I believe so, that if you want to save your resources in this economy right now, you don't need to go, ordering when you know that you have other things and it's tightening you down. You can actually revamp your hair just with the right product and they will all bounce back.
And look good as new.
Ah,
Interesting. Finally, before I let you go, there may be another young girl out there watching and wants to be just like you. She's starting out, she doesn't know what to do with her life, maybe struggling with finances, and she wants to tool your line of business. What advice would you give to her?
I just like you to be passionate about what you do already and do know that you don't need everything to start a hair business. Just be consistent and God will send the right patronage your way because you don't need to have a big store, you don't need to have a walk-in shop. Just do your business. If you're advertising online, go ahead. And by the time you have just a customer, try to satisfy that customer. Make it beautiful. I like you to know that you don't even need a big signpost out there. That customer's hair you just finished making is a signpost on its own because it will advertise you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the program, and we wish you the very best with your business.
Thank you so much, Ma. I appreciate.
That's the size of it. Now you know how to care for your hair and you know how to accessorize just the right way. Stay with us on Good Morning Abuja. When we come back from this short break, we'll continue.
Santa Claus, who allegedly came from South Pole, took a long drive to the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja as residents waved to welcome him. On arrival, Santa Claus was received by the Mandate Secretary, FCT Women Affairs, Adedayo Benjamin Laniyi, and the General Manager, NTA Abuja, Paul Ate, who gave him a warm reception.
Mandate Secretary for Women Affairs, we're supporting, we're collaborating, we're making sure that we also invest in this for the children of the Federal Capital Territory. NTA Channel 5 is Unity Station, FCT is Unity. It's all about a capital city that brings together the intersection of Nigerians from everywhere, at home and abroad, and visitors over the festive period into the Federal Capital Territory.
This is just the beginning. Saturday is the D-Day. Come 12 noon till morning call.
The chairman organizing committee, Hawa Gimba, says this is part of activities lined up for the 2024 Children's Party.
The coming in of Santa Claus to FCT and NTA is a new beginning for the party, for the children, the vulnerable, the orphans in the FCT. It's going to be a memorable one for them. So everybody should please come December 21st to celebrate with NTA Channel 5.
She called on residents of FCT to avail their children the opportunity of being part of the celebration on Saturday, 21st December 2024.